Welcome to Sabo Say a Lot. Hi, I've come out to show you how I make my compost in the winter because I received a video reply about how that must really be rich soil. And I just wanted to show you how I get started going from fall, winter into the spring. So I had a little soil, not very much, in this container. Some soil I had from some potatoes that I just recently harvested. So what I do is, like, this soil was still so very rich that I decided that, oh, this would be good for my compost. These are eggshells that I crush up, and so I put a little soil, add a little coffee grind, then the brown matter that I use is usually leaves or very small twigs. So I'm just going to put them in my little handy shovel. Usually I'll kind of mulch them up, so I'm going to keep it real thin for the video. And then I'll just continue to add the soil that was left over. And throughout the winter, I'll take some scraps and then I'll cut them up in very small pieces, and I'll go ahead and add it to the compost. A little bit more of the eggshells that I've already crushed up, coffee grinds that I've allowed to dry. Oh, there's one more ingredient that I normally will add to my compost, and I'm going to go ahead and get that. Put my little container over here off to the side. I really need to learn how to start doing lives because this is one of those live videos. I didn't take time to clean up, so excuse the condition of the garden. I know you're seeing a lot of riffraff and chaos in the background, but this is some earthworm castings, and it's like a little organic fertilizer. So I'm going to add this to the soil as well. And I just keep on layering up. During the winter months, you're not going to want to come out and stir it too much because you're going to want to keep as much heat in your compost as possible. So, you can, whenever you add some other organic materials from your kitchen, that's a good time to go ahead and stir the compost. It does take time for the leaves to break down, as well as any food from your kitchen. So that's why I cut it up in like shreds. And you wouldn't do bad by adding it to your food processor, that you kind of chop it up, and that way it will degrade a little bit faster. But the soil it makes will be so very, very rich. So it's just basically still the same process. I'm going to be harvesting some sweet potatoes, so I wanted to go ahead and get this soil put in my little small compost bin. In fact, I probably will have two since these containers are so small. And that's okay, you can have as many as you want. I was watching a video, and this one guy, he takes leaves and he made a cage. And I can't remember the name. I think it's Veg Grow. And he made a cage just to put all his leaves instead of bagging them up for the winter. And I thought that was the greatest idea I've seen. And it does take a couple of years, maybe a year or so, before the leaves actually, just all leaves turn into soil. So I was very happy to learn how to do that. That was very interesting to me. Sometimes we just come out here and do things and we don't show the meat and potatoes of what we're doing. Coffee grounds, eggshells. And it's really important for people to see, the behind scenes type of thing that's going on. Because it's the item that makes the biggest difference in when you're growing your garden or making your compost, your cleanup, because this is going to need to be cleaned up. I got to make it easy. So I'm going to turn this over and just pour it in. If something gets on the patio, that's fine. I'll just clean up. This is my patio broom, so I don't use it in the house or the garage. I have a garage broom, a patio broom, and then my house broom, of course. So this is what gets the roots off. Just like people have to be rooted in whatever they're trying to accomplish, so do the plants. And the plants need a good start just like we need a good start. So when you're doing anything, be well rooted in what you're doing. When I say be well rooted in what you're doing, I mean like do your research. Get information that's going to help you with your business or with whatever livelihood that you're inspiring on. And don't be so afraid when things don't happen all of a sudden. I learned that in gardening. I basically started gardening was just really to be tranquil, to start feeling, a little peace, more peaceful. My spirit was kind of going kind of array because of things that I was dealing with in my life. And gardening seemed to calm me down. But I've been doing it since 2020, and this is during the pandemic when we didn't have a lot of social contact. And I began to feel better. Then I began to enjoy gardening so much. The sowing and reaping. It reminds me of when you're sowing into whatever endeavor that you want to prosper in. You have to sow first and then you reap and have a harvest later. And it can take time. Different plants harvest at different times, and you reap the benefit not right away, but in time. So take time so that you can reap the benefits of what endeavor you might have. And be patient. Patience is a virtue, and it's true. So thank you for viewing this video, and I'll see you on the next one. And I want to say love, peace, and prayer.